In the previous video, I took you through Monument Valley. Now, if you don't want to go up into down into Monument Valley, it's got rough roads. If you just stay on the highway that takes you up towards Monument Valley, you're still getting the same kind of scenery. You may not be as close to some of the rock formations, but it's still magnificent. Okay, I'm on a highway, I believe it's 68 north, and it's a 2-lane paved highway. And as you can see, you can move along at a good clip. Speed limit's 65. And you still get some of the same beautiful scenery. And on the highway, there are turnouts, scenic turnouts, about every 500 yards. So, choice is yours. This is north of Monument Valley on the highway. As you can see, you still can see the rock formations. They're all over. Let's see if we can zoom in out there. There we go. That's Monument Valley back in there. But we're going to get out into the flatter land, but these rock outcroppings are still going to pop up here and there. So you can just go up 68 highway north or south, depending on which direction you're coming from. And it's a nice highway. It's 2-lane, but it's paved. Speed limit 65, so you can make some good time. Okay, you'll come across some interesting things in your travels. This is, I'm sorry, I said it was Highway 68, it's Highway 163. And you'll see a bunch of cars pulled off down there. There's a whole group of people out there. This is Forrest Gump Hill. If you've seen Forrest Gump and you've seen his run, where he took a run across the United States, this is it. So, interesting little tidbit. This is north of Monument Valley. So if you want to come out and run up the hill that Forrest Gump ran up, now you know where it is. And they even have signage out here that says Forrest Gump Hill. That's how I knew to get out and take a picture of it. We're now in Mexican Hat, Utah. Different kind of structure to the rock formations. Still very interesting. Oh, let's go back over here. See if I can zoom in on that. You know, balancing rock out there. We're headed that direction. We'll see if we can get a better shot. Okay, that balancing rock is, remember I said we're in Mexican Hat, Utah. That is called Mexican Hat Rock. So I would say the pioneers, the Indians, named that Mexican Hat Rock, and then the town was named Mexican Hat later. I don't know. There are roads down into there. I'm not going because they are unpaved, just washboard. You know, I'm on a nice highway now after going through Monument Valley. That was enough for one day. But Wanted to get a shot of Mexican Hat Rock. Let's zoom in on it if we can. There we go. Look like, yeah, kind of looks like a Mexican hat. I don't know. Turned upside down. Let's go over here. Beautiful rock formations all over. If you're a rock hound, or, I mean, you can't collect rocks here. This is Navajo country. You can't take rocks. But it's just neat. Stopped at Bluff Fort, Utah. Quick pop in. Talking to a gentleman inside. He's dressed kind of like a cowboy, and kind of explaining what this was like when it first came here. 260 settlers make peace with the Indians and the outlaws, and he said it took 40 years to make peace with the Indians. And the last Indian uprising in the United States was 20 miles up the road. That's what he said. This is Fort Bluff, Utah. And they're closing in about 10 minutes. Closing early. They've got a special event coming up. But I figured I'd pop in and see what it looked like. Okay, the Butt families lived here. Looks kind of cozy. Go to the next one. Samuel Wood and Josephine C. Wood, and Jody and Emma E. Wood. This is where they lived. Interesting. Got all sorts of wagons out here. This is the F.I. Jones and McElprang families. We're in here. Kind of interesting. It looks cozy. I think I could live here. Come down here. That was a wagon encampment. They didn't have a cabin. And this is the schoolhouse, apparently. Yep. I don't think I'll go into all of them. As Charles and Jane Walton cabin. This is the Bales family. It's a good size cabin. They're probably all about the same. I guess just the way you have them set up. But it's not actually a fort like you think. Look at that protective fence. I don't know if that's the way it was, but that's how they have it. Five Decker brothers apparently shared this cabin. I guess they all just slept on the floor, or don't know. That looks like a crib. Pretty big crib. Traditional pioneer orchard including Mormon apricots, plums, and Navajo white peaches. Here's the Jens Nielsen family cabin. pretty much the same, but they look cozy. They all got a fireplace. All right, we're gonna go back out. Neat old house, the Pioneer House. Come up to the, I don't know if this is what they're calling bluffs or the other side is what they're calling the bluffs, but this is going to be some pretty rock formations. Calf Canyon Road. Twin Rocks Trading Post, Twin Rocks Cafe, and a dog just laying in the middle of the street. He's in the shade. Okay. So going up Highway 191, we pulled over at a rest stop, and I took a little nap. Sam took a little nap. Now out stretching her legs. And come here, Sam. Come here. And at this rest stop, here we are, right at the stones. This is neat. Go. Look how smooth that stone is from erosion, rain and wind, sand. It goes up in through there. This is neat. Right at the base of some of these stone formations. Pan across there. This is wonderful. In case you couldn't tell, I'm enjoying this trip. Okay. This is neat. Here, Sam. We're right here at the base of one of these stone formations, and just so you don't think it's the trick of the camera or you know, telephoto lens or anything, let's set that there. Where's he? Hang on. Hey, come on. We're going to go right up to it. Here we are. Leaning against it. Where's it? What do you think, huh? What do you think? Isn't that neat? Okay. That's enough shenanigans. What do you think? Hey, Sammy. What do you think? Huh? Isn't that neat? Your tail's wagging. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. Come here. We're gonna get back in the van and go. One of the odd things when we stop at places like this, Sam seems to like being in the parking lot more than in the on the, well, there's no grass, but on the sand or gravel or dirt or whatever. She does enjoy sniffing the bushes, but she's partial to the parking lot. Aren't you, Sam? Aren't you? Huh? Aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. Good, Sam. All right. Okay, I just came through the town of Moab. I'm coming back. Looks like they've got lots of fun stuff to do. They've got 4x4 rentals. They've got the skydiving. They've got, I don't know, just everywhere you went. Just driving down through town. There we go. Got the Rockies in the background there. Moab is just like a half an hour off of Interstate 70 on the east side of Utah, and it has, I believe, I don't know if it's an entrance to it, but there are signage, Arches National Park, and so I'll be coming back to go through Arches National Park. That's one of the places I've been wanting to go, but I can't do it on this trip. I don't have enough time. I got to get back to Kansas City, but Moab, Utah is definitely a return destination. I just drove through it. There's plenty of restaurants, plenty of hotels, motels. You could probably spend a whole summer here. You might be able to spend your whole life here. But if you're doing a vacation, you can spend a lot of time here if you got the money, and do a lot of different things. You can still have fun here, you know, without spending a whole lot of money. They have so many options of things to do. I'm just amazed. So Moab, I'm coming back. I think I'm ending the video on departing Moab. So hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, like, make comments. You know what to do. Come back and see some more videos. Bye.